The Washington Post has reported that half a dozen top national parks leaders will be moved to other jobs in a major shakeup of the agency by Interior Secretary Ryan Zinke. One of those named is Yellowstone National Park Superintendent Dan Wank. According to the Post, he could be heading to Washington, D.C. MTN's John Shearer spoke with Wank about that report.
Until the Washington Post article, and shortly before, it was certainly something that I had not thought about.
Wank says he fully expected to end his career in the same place he started working for the National Park Service, Yellowstone.
I've worked for 42 years for the National Park Service. I'm 66 years old, so my retirement's not long off under any event.
So far, the Interior Department has only said it has no announcements to make about National Park personnel. But if asked, would Wank consider going to Washington?
If the call came with reasons why I should go and how I could be helpful, in terms of the National Park Service, to which I've devoted my career, I might.
But Wank says he still has work to do in the park. There's his pet project, protecting the pure strain of wild bison in Yellowstone. But there's a lot more on his to-do list.
Fisheries will continue to be a big issue. We've made some great strides with the concession operation in Yellowstone. We have a couple other contracts that are soon to expire, and to write new contracts to continue the effort to improve visitor facilities is important. We haven't touched half the roads and the kind of treatment that they need to do. That needs a major influx. Employee needs, employee housing in Yellowstone National Park. We have to take care of our employees.
Dan Wank is proud of infrastructure improvements he's been able to usher in for the park, like this road refurbishment project, and a lot of new buildings as well. But he thinks that perhaps less tangible projects are even more important, and he feels as if he has unfinished business.
Maybe the biggest issue facing Yellowstone National Park is the incredible amount of visitors that we have to the park.
The number of visitors is up more than 20% in the last 3 years to about 4.25 million visits every year.
We can't build ourselves out of this. So the question is how are we going to manage visits?
Look for a major new research project asking visitors what they want. That will begin this summer, and Wank is eager to get started.
I think there's some things that I'm well positioned to finish up. I'd like to get the opportunity to do that.
In Yellowstone National Park, I'm John Shearer, MTN News.
Wank told MTN he has not spoken to Secretary Zinke about the article or the possibility that he might be moved out of Yellowstone.